Chapter 37.
Are you aware of what's going on?
The boss sat in his chair and gazed deep into Key's eyes.
Rich has gotten quite mad. I know.
Key had never ever seen the boss with such fear and loathing in his eyes.
But what was it? What did I ask you to do?
The boss performed a dance on the table with his fingers.
To deal with Ulrich Natter.
Key submissively confessed.
And what did you do?
The boss still smiled even when money and lives were lost.
What made him go berserk?
Key laughed deep from his lungs. The boss was dazzled by the insane scene and suddenly started roaring with laughter himself, embracing relief. And through two of them, tears in their eyes, were suffering a laughing cramp for at least 2 minutes. Finally, they managed to get a hold of themselves and calm down.
Look, boss, I did my very best. You know. It is like fucking impossible to do anything about it.
Key confessed.
I know, my son.
The boss opened a little golden box and took a pill from it.
Would you like me to bring you some water?
Kai thought it was rather weird that the boss had called him son, but it felt comforting in times of trouble.
No, I am just fine. It's just for my tranquility.
The old Yakuza had a few gray hairs combed behind his ears.
Okay.
But Key, what you could do for me?
The boss was nibbling on the coating of the pill with his front teeth.
What you could do for me is talk to your friend Virgil and get me access to plenty of those longevity pills. I will certainly pay almost any price for them.
Okay.
Great. Now, Key had to torture himself with that fake dipshit Virgil. Just thinking about wasting an hour of his day with that boy made Key's skin itch.
I could be the leader of this organization forever. What do you think, Key? Would you choose immortality, or would you rather stay mortal? Die a human death, the one known to mankind since the beginning of consciousness and even before that?
The man looked into Key's eyes. It was a genuine look, awaiting either answer. After 30 seconds of silence, Key had decided upon his answer.
Immortality sounds good to me. That is, unless I discover after 1,000 years or so that one man can't change the world. If it turns out to be a mechanism of life moving forwards in a strong stream of evolution independently of what I do. Also, 1,000 years among lesser humans would degenerate my mental health.
Why is that? What do you think?
The boss had a premonition of what Key was about to say.
I mean, is life suffering, first and foremost? If it is suffering, then perhaps it's quite pointless to choose immortality. If it's an endurable suffering, perhaps it could be worthwhile, but then again, that is my brain convincing me to say so right now because it thinks so. I wouldn't really know, would I? Think of it. It would also be quite pathetic how underdeveloped in an evolutionary sense I would become next to my fellow intelligent men after 1,000 years.
Key looked at the old wooden desk.
Presumably that is not the case. They figure out a way for you to get an endless amount of brain augmentations, cellular growth, and programming. What then?
Travel the reaches of space? Just rot away in the darkness of space? Yeah, just explore space. That would take at least one eternity, one immortality to do.
Key observed the boss's smile. Was it naive? Was the planet enough for another 1,000 years?
We're about to become vampires, aren't we?
The boss grinned.
That's one way to see it.
Kira thought that it was kind of true. In a romanticized world, certainly one could fantasize about becoming a vampire.
The world is about to collapse. It will change again. Once more. Let's be extra greedy this time around, for our future shall be extra fertile. I want you to go see our analysts and finance experts sometime soon to give them a piece of your mind.
The boss knew the drill. With every crisis, he became smarter and wealthier.
Will do, boss.
Key got up to go see them right away.
And Ulrich, do something about Ulrich. Figure something out. You have to come up with something before this fucking animal does some real damage.
The boss was serious now. He nodded slowly as if lost in thought with a restful gaze, but his mind was blank. He just felt his heart tremble. A little bit. He walked away.
Keep in touch and let me know if you need anything.
The boss dismissed him.